to my studio. Today we're going to be working on our spider web pumpkin, and this is a real fun pumpkin. I've been challenged to do 20 different projects out of the carvable foam pumpkins that you get at the dollar store. So this is one of my ones that I've come up with, and I really think this is a cute, fun one. One of the things that I've done is paint the bottom of the glass candle holder, and you pick those up at the dollar stores, and you want to paint them with a black multi-surface paint, and that will stick to the black or the glass, or if you have a glass paint, but then you get the two-tone effect, and then you can hot glue that right onto your pumpkin, and then you have a pumpkin holder for that. And I really like that height on the pumpkin. I think that really makes it really neat. Another item that I also am using is the little creatures, and these also came from the dollar store, which was Dollar Tree, but I like them because they're kind of wiggly. They're not solid, so when somebody bumps them or stuff, they kind of look like they're moving, so it's kind of a really creepy feeling. I took my pumpkin outside and I spray painted it with the silver, kind of a metallic spray paint. And when you're working with the foam pumpkins at the dollar stores, I noticed that there is, even though they're packaged together, there's kind of two different kinds. One is basically the foam pumpkin, but it doesn't seem to have this plastic coating over the top. So you want the plastic coating over the top. It kind of lets you spray paint it easier. You don't get the really bumpy looks like I have on this one. And you can see how that is a lot bumpier than this one that's nice and shiny. And you can see how this one came out nice and shiny. The difference between this one and this one is I went ahead after I did my silver and I sprayed it with my glow-in-the-dark paint because I wanted this one to glow in the dark. I thought that would give it kind of a creepy feeling, but that kind of made the silver kind of more dull. So I think I would like it bright and shiny and not with the glow-in-the-dark. I think it's a neat idea, but I like the bright and shiny better. So let's go ahead and get started. As you can see, I've got my hands painted for the Halloween season, and I just don't think they're going to be any different. I'm using adhesive trim, and this is got a sticky side to it. And on the first one I used black, but on this one I think we're calling it diamond. And we do have these on the website at miriamjoy.com so that you can find them if you're looking for them. And I took my scissors and I cut right down the middle of these because I only wanted one line. And then I started in the center of each one and I just simply stuck it on and pull it down as far as you wanted it to go. On the top one, I kind of made it uneven here and there, brought longer ones down, and you can do it however you want. You can do shorter ones, you can do longer ones, and we're going to do just the wide parts. You're going to see some of these where there's a little crease in the middle. We're not going to do those. That's too many creases, so we're gonna keep it just to the little stickly little booger, just to the main wide ones. I think on this one I'm gonna keep it a little bit more even than I did the other one, and I'll show you. See, I had a shorter one and a longer one and a medium, so you kind of got that all over look. So however you want to do that, there is no right or wrong on that. So I'm just going to go ahead and put these in all the creases, and then we'll start from there. I've already gone all the way around. Isn't that really pretty? Those pretty colors. I'm going to have to do a black bling one. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to take it and come up and kind of curve it. And I'm going to leave a little bit under each one. And what I do is I kind of place my finger there and go up and around. And it doesn't have to be exact. And then when you get to that next one, let's go ahead and cut it off so it can lay down flat. So we have that nice curve there. And let's go ahead and start. And like I said, if you want to do them different lengths on that other one, I did do them different lengths. I want to do some higher and some lower instead of being more even, that's fine. However you want to do that. So I've got about 3 stones that I'm kind of leaving hanging down. And getting that curve into. This is going to be pretty. And remember, we do have the roll on a bling at miriamjoy.com for you. So I'm just going to go ahead and finish going all the way around and get those all done. Alright, I've got all of that on, and my husband did inform me if you do like the roll, bling on a roll, we only have a limited supply. So go ahead and get that ordered while you can if you need that. Press that on nice and hard. And then we're going to come back in. We're going to start putting our spider webs on. And I started at the end, and I'm using an Idena pin, which is kind of similar to a Sharpie. It's a permanent pin which won't bleed when you spray varnish it or anything, and I'm using a wider tip. You can use a Sharpie, that's fine. It's just a wider tip, and we're just going to put our spider web on. So we're just going to come back in now and following the shape, and however close you think you need to put the webs, and just try and get those as even as you can. We're going to do those all the way up. Sometimes your pumpkin is a little bit harder to do in certain areas than other areas, and make sure you keep the curve to it. And we want to get some smaller ones even way up in the center. Now when we come over here, let's try and meet up with our other ones that we had so that they're all kind of connected. And we're just going to keep on going around. Now I did mine kind of even this time. If you didn't do them even and you came to an area where pulling some, just kind of fake it. Bring some down here and there, and however you think that that should go. So there is no right or wrong. You just kind of do want to make sure they look like they are connected a little bit. Keep the curve in the spider web. And I'm going to go ahead and finish this all the way around the pumpkin, and then we'll finish him up. Alright, I went ahead and went all the way around and got that all nice and done. And we're going to go ahead and do our stem, and I'm going to do my stem with black paper twist. If you don't have paper twist, you can, or you don't have black, you can use a neutral color and paint it. I do that all the time. Probably could even use crepe paper or black corn husk. I've been using the corn husk in a lot of things lately too. So, but you just unwrap the paper twist, and I cut it probably in about 1.5 inch section tall, and we're just wrapping layers around our stem. And I'm gonna have to call these Miriam Joy stems. Been doing a lot of these, and I think fixing the stem on this pumpkin, if there's one thing that really helps these pumpkins, it's fixing the stem. So give them a stem makeover. Just kind of wrapping that around to kind of make it look like a thick pumpkin stem. And if you want to put a little bit more in the middle, you can do that if your middle is showing through or anything. You can add a little bit more inside of that, and then just cut that off, and then we've got that nice pumpkin stem going on there. Get those outside ones laying down. May need one just on this outside, just to cover that up. And I think that'll be good. I do some where I twist them and curl them and all kinds of fun things, but on this one I think I kind of liked it shorter. There we go. Like that even better. It's kind of that short, stubby feeling for this one. I think that's perfect, because you don't want it to distract from the rest of your pumpkin. It's so nice. So let's go ahead and put our spiders on. And I'm going to put 4, 1 on top and 3 around. So, and you can use different shapes and sizes of the spiders. That would be fun too, instead of all one size. Like I said, I like this because I kind of have that real feeling to them, and kind of a little bit spooky, or whatever you want to call it. If somebody wiggles it, they're going to kind of get a surprise there. And just make them different lengths. And I'm just hot glue gunning them right on. And make them go different directions, or whatever you want to do there. This guy I'm going to put way down, maybe even turn him going towards the bottom. You can definitely put more on than that if you want to. That's totally up to you. Now, on this one, I put some black rhinestones in between on all over it, but I don't think this one needs it, so I'm not going to do that, but you have that option too. You could even put on this one some white or silver rhinestones onto it if you thought that it needed it, but I think this one is so much shinier than our other one that I don't think it really even needs it. You could also even do the spider web and end it up higher if you wanted to, you know, like right about there, so you have the rest of the pumpkin showing. So just, you know, take it and add your own twist to it. So we're just about done, and let's finish them up. So we finished our spider web pumpkin. If you're having problems with the hot glue gun on this, you could either glue it on with tacky glue or E6000 them on, and then they'll stay nice and tight so that they don't fall off. I didn't have any problems with this, and I did hot glue it, but I'm having a little bit more problem. But this is slicker spray paint because of the other one that I put over the top of that. So that's another alternative for that as well. I hope you enjoyed this. We have lots of fun doing these for you. Give us a thumbs up, tell us you liked the video, subscribe to the YouTube video so you can be one of the first ones to see all the ones coming out. Make sure you check out all the things that we're doing with the pumpkins this season. Thank you so much. God bless.
Ha ha ha.